AI and automation are starting to play a bigger and bigger role in modern business, from CRM integrations to speeding up hiring. Today we will break down the automation behind our AI agent, who finds client contacts when you simply give in the first and last name of your lead. Today we will discuss one more project that we executed for our client. It's automatically lead scrubbing based on data inside his CRM. My name is Nick, I'm CEO of a software development company. Like, subscribe, let's go. Here we go, this is our n8n workflow, not huge as a Texas, but it still have some actions that we need to investigate together. So the main idea, our customer have CRM, he using close.com, but it doesn't matter, it can be Salesforce, can be Zoho, can be Pipedrive, doesn't matter. And he have some leads inside this CRM. These leads usually have like first name, last name, plus URL of a company where they working. He need execute two things. First one, have much more info about what this company doing and what this leads history, yes, so when he did work, I mean all data that, for example, stored in LinkedIn or in a Google or somewhere, so he need to extend his profile. And secondly, he want to create like additional leads that working inside this organization. So if his primary leads that have been stored in the CRM doesn't respond somehow, he can start collaboration with the company via contacting another decision makers. And this is the main idea, and let's see how it works. So we just press test workflow right now. In general, it should execute via cron job, so we should start this workflow each day in some time and load all leads that have been stored, for example, in CRM yesterday. For now, we just run it manually, yes, and you can see that it's work, it went almost there, and here we are almost update data inside his CRM. That's it. So what we have done so far, we started from this point. So first we went to the CRM and we say okay, we have a lead, Matt Brofman, yes, and he work in some company, for example popupshops.com. Yep. So let's extend it, and in the end we find out here that we again update data in a close.com, and you can find Matt Brofman, and here is the contact data, contacts, yes, and not only him but also, because he is CEO, we can find also Mikhail Phillips that worked as a president, Tim Perry, and a lot of other stuff. Generally, you can see here's the whole stuff. You can find the main stuff, for example, Momentum Giazi, managing director. This is his LinkedIn, and unfortunately we didn't find email and phone number, but it's still good because, again, this data depends on a data provider that we will use, and I will show you this. So the main idea, after we receiving data here from CRM, we are going to the Gemini, yes. Gemini, it's a Google model, and this Google model have the main feature, it's access to the real-time data inside the internet, because it's have access to the Google, and Google probably is the best data provider these days. So we sending the request for Gemini, it's returned for us info about the company, about the lead, that we can use a little bit later. Then we make decisions. Analyze this lead. For example, we can find response exactly there. Yes, so this is the main stuff. You can find that it didn't find any email, phone, LinkedIn in the Google about C-level of this company. So we are going into this direction and we make a decision. Is this in the Europe and we should drink some wine, or it's in United States and North America and we should eat some steak? So if it's going to Europe, we don't have here credential yet, because we will use a little bit another data set for finding these leads. If we have it in United States, we are moving in this direction, and we start with the Apollo. So the raw data we receive here, we are going for each of these lead and finding data in Apollo. Then we are going to the Rocket Reach if we can find this data in Apollo, and after Rocket Reach we are going to ICPs. Furthermore, if we can find some data in all these three database, we are going to the OpenAI and trying to find some info from OpenAI. Then we make granulation of this data, and as I mentioned, we storing this data in a closed.com. Everything simple, everything wonderful. The only one disadvantage that these datasets, they not usually have the whole data about their phones, emails, and etc. What about pricing? Yes, because all these executions, all these APIs, they cost something. And here I want to give you a very interesting brief. You can see there is the price. The most expensive one, it's Rocket Reach, you can see. This is 0.75 per request, per one credential, yeah. But again, it's something that we can't influence, and general total cost, for example, for 1,000 tweets, we will pay around 3,000. For 1,000 tweets, we pay $1,000 and we will receive 3,000 tweets. Quite good. Again, if we replace Rocket Reach, we can divide it by x3, but also quality would be a little bit divided as well. Why we need this? Because your sales team, instead of googling and searching all these leads, they can just, for example, press one button, or as I mentioned, it can be done in the night. So if you added leads, for example, from some I don't know, database of IFRS, yes, and then you add it to this CRM, and our script will scrub this data from CRM and make much more details about these leads in the future. That's it. Again, we still have something that we will improve in this script. For example, we want to add personalized emails. So if here we will have some emails of leads, we will create an email based on his idea and possibilities of how we can collaborate. For example, in our company, we proposed AI services. Our client, he proposed a little bit another stuff. So there can be great letter email with the personalization, because personalization would be done also by AI. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have some ideas about how you can make the same stuff for your business, we'll be happy to write it in a comment below. And also, if you need this as a service, we in Wise Vision provide such services. We can create it. By the way, this have been created by around 2 weeks with one developer, so quite fast, quite good. And I would say the biggest gap here was to receive proper credentials and find the proper workflow, because we started work with this client from scratch without some details, and we found a lot of stuff that we needed to improve during the communication. If you want to talk about how we can optimize your business processes with AI, just book a call through the link in the description. The only thing we need from you is your idea. It was your trustable Chief Executive Officer. We'll see you.